At last check of the WKYC website and the app, we are at 874 iAlerts. And most of those at the bottom of your screen and on the app and the web are closed for 2 days because of the cold weather. Now, while it may seem like an easy decision in these kinds of conditions, Channel 3's Brandon Simmons tells us what superintendents have to consider when they make that call.
Heavy snow, an awesome reason for kids to stay home from school. But that's not what this is about. The long list of closings we're seeing is because of dangerously cold air moving through the area. Many superintendents have already made the call closing Wednesday and Thursday, and that's pretty rare. Willoughby Eastlake School Superintendent Steve Thompson explained the importance of making the decision early.
And the primary reason is to give our families as much notice as they can so they can make those daycare arrangements.
Superintendents understand other plans must be made when students can't come to school, but the expected wind chills make it hazardous for almost anyone who has to go outdoors, whether it be to school or anywhere else.
The long and short of it is safety for our students. We look at wind chill, which we look for -15. Or below as our threshold to close.
Many students aren't bundled up properly when they're dismissed from school, whether or not they have the proper gear with them, a real danger.
Safety manifests itself in different ways, and I think people don't sometimes think about that as they question the school district for why they closed or why they stayed open.
But in this situation, there's really no question about it. As much as I'd like to complain about how we always went to school back in the day, closing, in this case, I admit, is the right call.
This was an easy one. This is the one all superintendents love, when everybody's out all together and it's real obvious that the call has to be made.
I'm Brandon Simmons, Channel 3 News.
And by the way, 874 iAlerts, we're approaching record territory there, too. Well, when it gets this cold outside, there are several things you do not want to leave in your car, like your phone. Those batteries don't like the cold weather, and they could even get damaged. Also, keep in mind, anything liquid will freeze, and when they start freezing, they expand, and that innocent water bottle or can of soda or pop in the car can burst. The same goes for canned goods. Now, any medications left in the extreme cold may lose effectiveness, so check the label. And finally, parents, bring in your kids' musical instruments. I did not know this. They could not only lose their tune, but crack, and that would be a very expensive repair.
Certainly. Head to WKYC.com and our app for complete coverage of the Arctic plunge. You'll find a list of cities not picking up garbage, warming centers, and of course, school closings. Of course, Betsy's going to be back in a bit and tell us more of what's happening throughout the week.